How's it going, everybody? Nerds Rising here, and welcome back to the Nerd Cave. In today's video, I have some absolutely outrageous spice for you guys in the Open Master League, featuring a Hundo level 50 Staraptor. And if you're looking at your screen right now, guys, and you're seeing MEJP2's team in front of you, this Staraptor is 3194 CP. And his Shadow Machamp as well is only 3394 CP. So massively outclassed in terms of CP. And you just know that you're in for a real treat when you see a Pokemon like Staraptor with Double Nuke and a Shadow Machamp in play in a league like this. And I'm looking forward to seeing these battles. If you guys don't know about MEJP2, this guy is one of the spiciest battlers out there right now in GBL. He is a multi-time Battle of Spice winner over on Calamanto's channel, and actually just recently got second place in the Battle of Spice World Championship. And yeah, he's just an absolute mad lad. He recently ran a level 50 Curlia and a level 50 Eevee. He's also run a level 50 Meltan in the past. He sent me in some level 50 Azu battles in the Open Ultra League earlier this season. He's just seriously crazy. This guy is just crazy. I believe the battles are in the lower, I want to say like 2000s, but I assure you guys, MEJP2 is a much better battler, is what I just said there, guys. But you get what I'm saying. He's a better battler than his elo would suggest. And let's see what he has in store for us here. I have not watched these, by the way, so I'm looking forward to it. And we have an Excadrill lead, which is like the worst possible thing. And it actually looked like he might have waited a turn there, tried to catch, but the opponent over farms. And unfortunately, oh my gosh, the opponent rock slides the Machamp there. Opponent, that was like the slowest reaction times I've ever seen, because the opponent did like 3 more mud shots and then still threw the rock slide. So you can hardly call that a catch. Maybe they're running Earthquake and rock slide, or maybe they just have literally the slowest reflexes of all time. But either way, very nicely there, managed to tank that damage on the Machamp, which is massive. Able to get a shield advantage on this Kyogre, and Origin Pulse does so much damage. This is a fully powered Kyogre, by the way, 4652. And does have to take this thing out with a Melmetal, because the Staraptor does not want to take these waterfalls. And are they going to bring back in the Excadrill to farm down here? And no, they have a Shadow Ho-Oh in the back, and this is looking really rough. Probably will get the shield here. And maybe actually Staraptor can sweep here. The opponent banks some energy, and they bring back in the Excadrill. Oh no, opponent. The opponent is in absolute shambles here. Close combat is going to KO. And are we going to see the Brave Bird one-shot the Ho? I think he's got this game in the bag. And unfortunately, no, the Brave Bird doesn't KO. Maybe could have done some more wing attacks there. And yeah, unfortunately going to lose the game there. And the opponent, what? The opponent stopped tapping their screen, and he Thunder Shocks them down. Am I, like, what is happening, guys? Did I miss something? Like, am I missing some hidden win condition right now that MEJP2 knew that I did not? What he should have done here with the Staraptor is overfarm a bit more. He had 2 shields, so what he could have done is farm up more before throwing the Brave Bird, just in case it didn't KO, because I'm just realizing this Ho is 4400 CP, so the Staraptor is like 1200 CP lower than it. So it makes sense that the Brave Bird didn't KO, and unfortunately, by throwing right away, the Incinerates just did so much damage. But then all the opponent had to do was throw 1 Incinerate on the Melmetal, and they just sit there, and he Thunder Shocks all the way down. And you know what? You know what happened, guys? I have to pause again. I'm literally in shambles, and we are 1 battle into the video. But I bet that the opponent forgot that his Melmetal was still alive and just set their phone down and stopped tapping. I have done that. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you've done that, where you take out a Pokemon and you're like, yes, I've won the game, and then the opponent still has something with like very minimal HP alive and back, and you end up losing. I have actually lost a battle because I stopped tapping my phone thinking it was over, and I bet that's what happened. Otherwise, the Ho just would have done 1 Incinerate and farm down, and yeah. So next battle, we have a Kyogre lead here, and the opponent tries to catch the Brave Bird, but they're early, and I think they brought in a Dark type. It's a Tyranitar, oh my gosh. Close combat, nearly one-shots from a full health. And unfortunately there, he switches out to reset the debuff, but then his Shadow Machamp is hard countered by a Sylveon. But oh my gosh, opponent's in absolute shambles here, guys. That was a 4300 CP T-Tar there that just nearly got one-shotted by a 3100 CP Staraptor. I don't even know, guys. I might have to stop this video. I'm not sure I can continue to commentate on these battles. I'm just not sure what my eyes are seeing on my screen right now, but the Melmetal is going to come into the Sylveon here. The opponent still does have 2 shields, and this is not over by far. This is not over, because this Kyogre is still going to put in a lot of work, and the Staraptor did throw immediately, so the Staraptor doesn't have any energy, and the Kyogre here is just going to be doing so much more damage with the Surfs and Waterfalls than these Thunder Shocks and Rock Slides. And as you saw there, the opponent was able to tank one Rock Slide, but he can definitely not tank another Surf. So all the opponent has to do here is just shield up this next Rock Slide, and then just probably farm down the Melmetal, or overfarm massively, and then the Staraptor is just going to get destroyed by Surf. And looking like a GG here, but no, the opponent no-shielded that. What? Okay, guys, I'm not sure what I'm seeing right here, but it appears that another opponent has just thrown away a sure victory in front of my face, and I don't know what to say anymore, guys. I'm at a full loss. I think I need to tag Jamie Finn in here to finish the commentary for me, because I don't have enough words to say for these opponents right now. And I'm not somebody that's just going to start swearing a ton in my videos. I want to keep this like at least PG-13, but my goodness, if we were on Jamie Finn's channel right now, he would just be destroying these opponents. He'd be ripping these opponents to absolute shreds right now. I'm just truly at a loss for words right now. I don't even remember what the lead was in this battle. I think it was a Zacian, and we just saw Machamp just absolutely destroy that Dialga, and the Zacian comes back in. I don't even know what the opponent's going to throw at this point. I've just seen it all now, and it is a wild charge. It does KO the Machamp, and this is looking like a GG. This surely has to be a GG. He's down a shield. His Staraptor is low, and they have the Dialga Zacian core, and it looks like the Dialga was like 4,600 CP. The Zacian is a little underpowered, it looks like, but I'm just not seeing a win con here. Yeah, they've got a Kyogre in the back, and the Kyogre is a level 40, it looks like. So at the very least, his Melmetal is quite a bit bulkier, but still, yeah, he has no shields, and Staraptor can definitely not tank a Surf from the Kyogre, even at level 40. And unless by some miracle the opponent just, again, sets their phone down, or maybe, I truly don't know what could happen at this point. I think literally anything could happen. Maybe the opponent's house will just collapse on them, and MEJP2 will just farm down the rest of the team. But yeah, it's looking like this opponent is actually going to win. Does throw the close combat, but I believe he is going to get outpaced to another move. They shield it up. They actually do shield it. At this point, I was just expecting the opponent to no-shield that and lose the game, but no. They shield it and wild charge the Staraptor, and the opponent takes game 3. But oh my gosh, guys, this has just been an absolute roller coaster of emotions for me. Yeah, what a crazy, crazy start to the video. I'm thoroughly entertained, that's for sure. This video is definitely not lacking in entertainment, but we see a Dialga lead here in the next battle. And this is an underleveled Dialga as well. And do you just go straight close combat here and then dip out? That's what he's doing. Do they respect the close combat? And they unfortunately do. The opponent is a destroyer of fun, and unfortunately brings in a Giratina, and the opponent, or the opponent, excuse me, brings in a Giratina to meet the Machamp, and they do actually shield that Rock Slide. So he did not build up to the payback there, but they do shield it anyway, and he actually wants to, it looks like, do a little bit more damage to this Giratina. So he does commit a shield on the Ominous Wind there. Maybe just realizing that he doesn't have a great way to take this thing out, but he actually has a Staraptor, so I don't necessarily agree with the shield there. I think what he should have done is just let the Machamp go, and then bring in the Staraptor, because assuming the Giratina is on the double Ghost moveset, the Staraptor easily just fully walls the Giratina. So, oh my gosh, they're on Dragon Pulse. Guys, I can't finish this commentary. I truly cannot finish this commentary tonight. I just really, I don't know what to say at this point. I was just like, I'm judging MEJP2 there for shielding the Machamp, and then the opponent just Dragon Pulses his poor Staraptor there, and it looks like now he's probably going to lose the battle because of that, and they have a Kyogre back, and yeah, this is just, I don't even know, guys. If he somehow wins this game, I know I said this in one of my last videos, but I'm going to leave the building. I'm not just going to leave, I'm not going to just leave this room. I'm just going to go outside and just get in my car and drive away if he somehow wins this battle. Because I'm just at a full loss for words here. Does shield it up, and unfortunately, yeah, he's going to lose this battle. But oh my gosh, I have truly seen it all now. Getting the Staraptor losing to the Dragon Pulse there. My gosh. And we still, guys, we're like halfway through. Thank you, MEJP2, for providing this comedy gold entertainment right now. I am thoroughly entertained. I truly hope you guys enjoy this one. This is a very, very fun shoutcast for me right now. I know it appears that I'm in shambles, but I truly am enjoying myself. We've got a shiny Mewtwo on the lead here. Excuse me, I might need to go get a drink, actually, guys. I may have to go pour myself a drink if this continues in this fashion. Oh my gosh, that Psy Strike does so much damage there. That is insane. That is neutral damage, and the Mewtwo actually doesn't respect the Brave Bird, and it's a simultaneous KO. That Mewtwo, guys, is 1300 CP higher than the Staraptor, and actually is a simultaneous KO in the Zero Shield. That is truly outrageous, and brings the Melmetal in, and the opponent has a Zacian, and unfortunately, this is actually not that comfortable for the Melmetal. It does appear that this is a Snarl Zacian as well, so the Snarls are going to be neutral, and a close combat is going to do massive damage, and unfortunately gets baited with a play rough, which is really, really unfortunate. I think he still lives one close combat, but definitely needs to get rid of the Zacian, because his Machamp in the back wants absolutely no part of this. And very nice move timing, by the way. Like I mentioned before, MEJP2 is a very good battler, despite his lower elos. He does throw on good timing, overall makes pretty good decisions, and Melmetal does live that close combat, and now should be able to take out the Zacian. I doubt they're going to double shield here, but honestly, if they do double shield, I was going to say that'd probably be even better. And there's a Groudon in the back. This is so bad. I think at this point, he has to call a Fire Punch bait to win this game. I think you have to no-shield the first one. I think that's the only win con, guys. You have to no-shield a potential Fire Punch, and the opponent baits. Absolute masterclass by MEJP2 there. Now the opponent has to make 3 charge moves. They're not doing it, and he gets the win there. I think if the opponent just goes straight plus Precipice Blades there, I think they just win that game, but recognizes his win con and plays it out to perfection. And guys, that is somehow a positive set with this team, and I am just truly blown away. Those first like 2 or 3 battles were some of the craziest battles I have ever seen in the Master League. Yeah, wow. This is gonna have to be a video that I save. I normally delete my videos off of my computer, but I might have to save these battles just for like a funniest wins like compilation sometime in the future or something. I don't know. But next battle, the Staraptor into the Dialga, and that close combat does a lot of damage, and now pivots into the Machamp. Is going to shield it up. Makes sense. Iron Head would do huge damage. That was a 4500 CP Dialga, and the opponent brings in a Mud Slap Excadrill into this Shadow Machamp. And opponent, what in the world are you doing? And it looks like the opponent may have just closed their game there, because they have just realized that they are an absolute potato spud, and they have brought a Steel type into the Machamp. And no, for some reason they actually are again playing, and they have a Metagross, so they're actually running triple Steel. Why they brought the Excadrill into the Machamp is truly at a loss to me, and they double shield their Metagross. And at this point, I think Melmetal does live an Earthquake from full health, and it does live the Earthquake, and now I think you have to make back-to-back superpowers here. Recognizes the opponent was going to try to catch, holds onto his energy beautifully there, and now can double superpower this Metagross. This should just about be enough. Maybe is going to need a couple wing attacks on the Staraptor, but should be able to get the win here. And a very interesting decision. That was, again, a very powered-up team. I believe that was all 3 of those mons were fully powered up there, because that Metagross was 4286, and the Exco was like almost 3700 there. So opponent's an absolute shambles in this video, guys. Oh my goodness, I'm just truly running out of things to say about these opponents. But we have a Xerneas lead here in the next battle, and they are running the Geomancy, which is a very cool move. But the Staraptor here is going to be able to threaten some massive damage with the Brave Bird. Do they respect it? They don't respect it, and catches the move. Please tell me he caught a Moonblast. He caught the Moonblast onto the Melmetal. Beautifully done, and the opponent is staying in here, and he does outpace to the Rock Slide, so they're staying in. They probably do want to get off this close combat, and they do actually just let it go. So takes out the Xerneas. That is massive, and then the opponent surrenders. What? All right, guys, I'm leaving the building. It's happening. I am leaving the building. Sorry, MEJP2. I am going upstairs. I'm sorry, I had to get that out of my system, guys. I am by no means trying to copy rise to the occasion, but I just truly am just being blown away over and over and over again by some of the plays by the opponents here. I just truly I have no idea what I'm witnessing right now. I don't even know what's happening in this battle. It looks like it was another simultaneous KO, with a Mewtwo and the Staraptor, and the opponent there had the alignment they needed. They had the Garchomp onto the Machamp there, and then they just auto panic swap their Dialga into this Machamp, and the Machamp here is probably going to shield once and farm all the way down. And actually, this is still looking pretty rough. He really needs to get to 2 cross chops here. No! He over farms by accident. He had 2 cross chops, and now this is just game over. He has to call a ton of Sand Tombs here, and even so, yeah. Wow, that is super unfortunate there. I still think, even if he got both of those cross chops off, it was still going to be very difficult for the Melmetal, because the Thunder Shocks would have been triple resisted, and the superpowers are going to be continuously debuffing his attack, which would have made it very difficult to take out the Garchomp, but unfortunately he does over tap there, and just wanted to give back to the community a little bit. The opponents he's been playing have just been gifting him so many wins that he's like, you know what, here's one for you, bro. You need a win, and gives them the win, despite their really bad play of bringing the Dialga into the Machamp. And we have a Garchomp lead here in the next battle, and throws on nice timing, throwing the Brave Bird right away, and then we're probably going to be seeing a pivot into the Machamp, and they let it go. That is so much damage. So Raptor is doing so much damage to these mons, despite like having usually at least 1,000 CP between it and the things it's nuking, and they bring in a Kyogre here, again throwing on very nice timing, and should be able to force a shield, I would imagine, from this matchup. They do shield it, and gonna throw the next cross chop right away, wants to make sure he gets this damage off before they make the surf, and they do let it go this time, and they're gonna farm all the way down, it looks like, which is very unfortunate, and brings in the Melmetal, and maybe he's thinking about committing to a very aggressive Thundershock farm down, and they're actually running Thunder. I mean, they're probably running Surf and Thunder, but why are they going for Thunder? I'm really not sure. The Surfs are definitely more energy efficient, unless they're running like Thunder and Blizzard. I don't really know. He's going to respect this one. Is it going to be an Origin Pulse? They are running Surf. Oh my gosh. I just truly cannot right now. They go for the Thunder. They definitely should be going for Surfs, and there's a Melmetal in the back, and Staraptor makes the close combat. How much damage is it going to do? Please one-shot, and it does not one-shot. That is actually a level 50 Melmetal. And now I think actually wins CMP here. I was going to say he only has a 14 attack Melmetal, but he does win CMP, and it KOs that CMP tie coming in clutch there, farms down the Kyogre. Oh my gosh. Somehow wins another improbable battle. And we are into the final battle here, and I'm just truly not sure if it could get any crazier than it already has. Let's see how this final battle plays out. I just need to take a deep breath, guys. I'm just truly exhausted from this commentary here, and we are seeing a Lugia lead here in the final battle, and I don't think this is fully powered up. This is only 3,700 Lugia, and that still does not do a lot of damage. Despite Lugia being under-leveled, that still does really not even, just barely over half, and the opponent does have a Ho. Very nice move timing there. I think even at level 40, I don't think this KOs, but the opponent does respect it, and now I think you just match shields, because after a few Thunder Shocks land, the Rock Slide should just, or the Thunder Shocks should just about put this into Rock Slide range. Does throw the next one here. They do shield it, and now can throw 2 more Thunder Shocks and the next Rock Slide. Perfect move timing there with the 2-turn into the 5-turn move, and Rock Slide after a handful of Thunder Shocks does KO. They bring back in the Lugia, and this is only a Sky Attack. He can live a Sky Attack here, and will this Rock Slide KO the Lugia is the question. Lugia is very, very bulky. Does this KO? And it does just barely not KO, and they have a Mewtwo in the back, and at this point, we've already seen a Brave Bird does so much damage here. I think you just overfarm, and you throw your Brave Bird just before they make the next move, and hopefully the opponent doesn't overfarm here, so the Machamp can counter down, and no, that actually just KOs there. That is crazy. That's a 1,200 CP difference, and the Brave Bird KOs, and that is a good game, and I believe he actually had 2 positive sets somehow with that team. You guys have seen it here first. You are able to climb in the Master League running a Hundo Staraptor, and wow, I think I just need to end the video, guys. I usually do like, you know, an outro where I talk about like subscribe, blah blah blah, check me out on Discord, blah blah blah, but I can't do this anymore, guys. So have a great night. Thank you to MEJP2 as always, and I will see you guys in the next video.